I am so excited to introduce you to my precious, awesome friend, Kelisha Worrell. She is an amazing woman. We have gotten to know each other through Les Brown's program, Power Voice. So she's an amazing speaker, number one. But we also got to know each other through the mastermind group that we've been a part of, John Tallarico's Thinking into Results. This woman is a mover and a shaker. So Kelisha, thanks for being here. I so appreciate you.
Absolutely, Judy. Thank you so much for having me. Hello, everyone. I'm super excited to be on here today. This is the most powerful network I could be on. Oh my goodness, Judy, you are so amazing. You work to empower other women, and I absolutely love that. My aim is the same. We're all here for one reason, to be able to gain the awareness to get to the next level, right? So
Yes, definitely.
yes.
I do want to pause for a moment because you know what, as everybody will notice, your energy is so remarkable. Did you used to be a cheerleader when you were younger? Because I was a cheerleader in high school and college. Were you a cheerleader too?
Oh my goodness, I wish I could have been a cheerleader. One of the reasons why I'm probably here today is because my father, I wasn't allowed to be a cheerleader. I had to play chess.
Oh my gosh, what did you do with all of your energy if you were not
Oh
play chess?
I was running around the house like you would not believe. So I was made to play chess, right? So we have that thinking. That's why we met at Les Brown, John Tallarico. Thinking into results, thinking has been branded on my mind. All of this energy is just so, I feel like it's been so contained. It's been so great, right? To be able to be around friends and family, but it is bursting at the seams now. Just you wait. Just you
Wow.
wait.
I feel it every time we get on a call together. And when your voice comes on, there's no way that you can't listen to you, Kelisha, and just feel this energy and be energized. So it's beautiful. And you've been on a journey yourself. So first of all, because a lot of folks are listening and they may be executive women. They may be my clients that I've worked with in the past, or current clients, or prospective clients for that matter. And I think people need to know that whatever they're going through in their relationship, whether they're in the midst of a relationship, a messy relationship, whether they're heading toward a messy relationship, or maybe they've just gotten out of one, but there's a whole lot of things that people need to know that they don't need to be stuck. And also I give mental health tips. So if you can share something about your own journey, Kelisha, I would love for folks to get to know you, because they can see you, that you are a person that's been on this journey too, right? To a certain extent.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It all starts with you. And the things that we're going to talk about may seem simple, and that's why they're skipped over so many times. And it seems like it's so hard to grasp, but it's really not. It's the simplicity in life that will take us to the next level. So if you have your pen, if you have your paper, write these things down. It starts with me. Put that on your piece of paper. It starts with me. And why is that? Because who was the person you were before you met this person? They fell in love with you completely, right? We're talking about relationships. They fell in love completely with you because of who you were. There was nothing else to add, nothing to prove, nothing that you were trying to force yourself into a box to be for this person. There was none of that. There was just you. And you brought to light everything that you love to do, your hobbies, your interests, all of these great things. Now, sometimes when we go into a relationship, it kind of merges and meshes together. So then the goal gets driven off to the side. Have you ever bowled? Have you played bowling, right? And you have your aim, you have your intention, you see those pins standing up, and you go to roll that ball down the line, right? You could tell I don't bowl a whole lot. There's a reason why. I'm a gutter ball bowler, okay? But not in life, not in life.
Yeah.
So when you go to roll that ball down, you have your intention, and sometimes the ball rolls to the gutter side. And when you do that, you think to yourself, oh, I did something wrong. Oh, I must not be good enough. None of that is true. And then you start to take on the vision of the other person and just leave your vision to the sidelines. And that happens way too many times. It happened to me way too many times. And so what I did to be able to rise up out of that, I had to get alone, right? For me, I pray and I need that alone time to be creative, right? Get my creativity and my knowledge of what do I need to take, what step do I need to take next? That alone time, you got your phone, you got your computer, you got TV going, kids, everyone else, right? Friends, everyone. But you need that space with yourself. So you can take a pen, take a piece of paper, write your goal down and make it clear. You've got to be clear on your goal, not your husband, not your fiance, not your partner, friends, family, your goal. And when I did that, I got clear on my goal. I started connecting with people that were doing the things that I wanted to do. Right? Because you can go around to your friends, go around to your family, ask them, they'll give you the opinions, you'll take them and you'll end up in the same spot. And it happened to me way too many times. I stopped taking the opinion of friends and family. I love them, but I cannot take advice from you because you are where I am, right? If you're sick, you can't help someone who's sick, right? Because you're sick, you got to go to the doctors, right? So the doctor is the people who are doing what you want to do, connect with them. They know the resources. They know the opportunities. Doors will start to open. You'll get clear. You'll start running and you'll hit head on with your vision. And the reason why I say hit head on is because there's a point where you hit a terror barrier. There's a point where you get so afraid because it's actually here. It's coming alive. I can see it. I'm actually living it and I'm scared to break through to the other side because of fear. And that's your brain. I hope you don't mind if I talk a little bit about
I want to hold that because honestly, like when in my book I wrote Beyond Messy Relationships, it's therapists who write books about, they'll write the intense and dramatic stories about their clients, but not about themselves. So for me, I showed up as a client in my own book and I was very vulnerable, but I used this acronym of breathing in fresh air, of awareness and intentionality, and then that risk of growth, which is exactly what that terror barrier is. This is part of our growth. So let me just hold this a moment because I want folks to really get this. Kelisha, because you made a decision at some time in your life where you realize you can't do this alone. And you realize so this awareness was rising up in you, right? From maybe a circumstance or a trauma or something that you've been through, some kind of an awareness rose up in you. And I'm always curious about what that is. If you want to share it, fine. I mean, I know that you're not my client.
Yes.
I always show up as a therapist and I ask nosy questions to people. When I have
Absolutely. I mean, I had my son when I was fairly young. I was an adult when I had my son, but still, I mean, I was 18, right? Adult, right? So that age is pivotal to you breaking through the terror barrier of transition of high school to going into real life, right? And what are you going to do with your life? Well,
let me hold that too. I want to hold that story because again, there's a whole lot of people that may be right exactly there, right? They may have come across an event in their lives that they totally unexpected and it changed the arc of their lives. So if I could just hold that for a moment with you, Kelisha, because so you were 18, like you were not married, you were a single mom. I mean, you remained a single mom. Can you just flesh that out a little bit? Because I'm so interested.
Yes. Yes. So I was a single mom. I decided I was in a relationship for a very long time. We were best friends. And then, when you mix your friendship into a relationship at that young of an age, you don't have a grasp on what relationships are. And so everything goes haywire, right? As planned, right? Because that's just how it happens. And the relationship just ceased to happen, right? I decided no more, I'm walking away from this relationship. I have a son, he is almost 14 in 3 months, but then, his father was always there. He's always been there, but for us, it wasn't that way. So I saw myself, there I was, 18 years old, just got out of high school, about to birth my son, and
that took a lot.
Didn't have a plan. I didn't have a plan.
That took a tremendous amount of courage. Talking about the terror barrier, you must have had a huge terror barrier then, and you did.
Huge terror barrier,
Like, that's
huge. And
amazing.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I moved to a different state at 19, everyone. So it's not like, oh, boom, have the baby. And, you know, I had all the support in the world from my family, but I knew at this young of an age, if I want to go to the next level, still with this baby just born, if I want to go to the next level of life, I've got to break away from everything that I know, because I am where I am right now because of the mindsets, right? And at that young of an age, I knew I had to break free and go somewhere that was terrifying, I never knew of. 19 years old, I left a year later, 19 years old with a baby to a different state.
That, like, I think this is enough of your story right now that we just want to hold this, because now I even understand even what you're doing. Like, you are providing an amazing resource, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything except your time and your attention. And it's called the boot camp. It's a boot camp. Tell them about
Yes.
It is Monday, Wednesday, Friday between now. So the next one's going to be this Friday, because it's Thursday as we record this, but this Friday, and then all of next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, correct?
Absolutely.
Boot camp, because I'm so privileged to be one of your speakers at the very end, right? I think I'm speaking on the 13th, right? And it's going to be, now I'm on Eastern time. She's on Central. So Eastern time, it's going to be in the evening from 8:30 to 9:30 Eastern time. But there's going to be some amazing speakers. So yeah, Kelisha and I, we were trained under the best of the best of the best of the best, legendary Les Brown. And so we've got some amazing speakers who've also been trained under him as well. You can count on having some great messages that are going to really touch your heart. And so tell them more about the boot camp.
Absolutely. I am so on fire, Judy. I'm on fire because they are so amazing speakers. Yourself. This is going to be starring Judy Herman. I'm super excited about that because, I mean, you all tune into Judy's lives, right? And you see the phenomenal content that she provides for you to get to your next level. We are doing this Be Your Best Version Boot Camp. It's going to be hosted. This week is almost over. It went so fast. Tomorrow on Friday, it's going to be, I'm Central Standard Time. So it's going to be 7:30 Central Standard Time to 8:30 Central Standard Time. And we are going to kick it off. It's going to be Alicia Brooks. She is a brand executive. She has an amazing branding business. And then also we have Iffy McCoy. He is phenomenal. He's going to bring it to you with some golden nuggets. If you don't have your pen and paper, I don't know why you're there. Get your pen and paper and make sure you're there prepared. Next week, Judy's going to be speaking. We have John Tellerico. He is the mentor and financial advisor of Les Brown. Why are you not there? Be there. And then also we have Shay Brown. He is the founder of Sales Guru. Sales Guru. If you don't know anything about how you're going to take your business sales to the next level, this is the man you want to connect to. He is going to be dropping golden nuggets on how to get to the next level as well. And then I'm running out of breath because there's so many people, so much value that's going to be there. Then we have Jowanda Rollins. She is TV producer. Yay. You've got to have yourself there. Oh my goodness, so many great things, such a great message. If you want to know how to build an empowering self-image, you will be there and you'll leave thanking yourself that you came.
And it's the self-image that is so foundational, isn't it, Kelisha? It's so foundational for you to get beyond messy relationships, to go for you to go to your next level in your business, or just your next level in your life, to feel this peace deep within. It's that it is that self-image for sure. What do we think of ourselves? We are deeply loved. I preach this. We're deeply loved by God, whether we realize that or not, but we know that deeply within our hearts. And when we take those deep breaths of air, that awareness and that intentionality and that risk of growth, right? Which you have lived, haven't you? And I still don't know how in the world did you stay being a chess player instead of a cheerleader in high school. How did you do that, Kelisha?
You know, it's that mental mastery at a young age. And I really do appreciate my father at the time. Can you imagine? I can't cheer and I have to play chess. Are you serious? But now I thank him so much for that, because it really is that mental mastery. And I am cheering inside. Super excited about that. I want everyone to know, yes, like Judy said, God put us on this earth with a purpose. We all have a purpose. Maybe you have found it, maybe you have not, but you have one. So a lot of times in life, things make us feel like, what is my purpose? I don't have one, but you do. What are you passionate about? Write it down and put a number on that, how much you would like to make from that passion. And I'm going to challenge you to double that number, because whatever you put on that paper, it's less, it's not the amount that you could really make. Okay. People will pay you for your passion. So tap into it. Build your self-image, everything that you do, your finances, your love life, okay, the way you rear your children, raise them, the way that you cook even will change from your self-image. So build an empowering one, because the world needs you.
Absolutely. What a beautiful message. What a beautiful soul you are, Kelisha. You are an amazing woman. I put the links in the description, and so you'll know exactly where to go to catch the speakers on Friday, and then also next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You're going to be so inspired, and there's going to be somebody you're really going to click with, and it could definitely just move the needle. Let one person, what they say will touch your heart exactly where you need to be touched. So thank you for providing this, Kelisha. You're an awesome woman.
Absolutely. I just want to state my website. If you would like to visit my website, it's KelishaWorrell.com. You'll find, if you find me in the Facebook chat, you'll be able to find my website as well, but it's KelishaWorrell.com, KelishaWorrell.
Love it. All right. Well, you have a great day. And thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, Judy. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.